I'm going to let you introduce our next guest. This is a special person and one of our hosts.
All right, this is Tricia White. And Tricia is from the MSDBC, which we are going to let her say what all that is.
The MSBDC is the Massachusetts Small Business Development Center. And what we do is we offer free one-on-one business advising to small businesses. And we do that all over the state, but for our region here, we do everything from the Cape and Islands up as far as, if you go up Route 3 as far as Quincy, and then we go out towards 128, all the way down 24, and up as far as Franklin and 495, and all the way back south. So we have a pretty big region that we cover for...
you do a lot of miles.
3 advisors, yes. We live strategically so that the driving isn't that bad. I live in Easton, so a lot of the places that I actually do my advising are close to where I live, so I'm fortunate.
And where does this agency get its funding? State, federal? How does it work?
It's a combination. So what happens is we get funded from the SBA, we get funded from the Office of Business Development for the state, and then normally the largest university in the state will then house the MSBDC. So I actually work for UMass Amherst.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How much interaction do you have to do with Beacon Hill?
Actually, we don't have to do much at all. We actually stay close to our constituents at home. So a lot of times the regions where we're usually connected with who our state reps are and who our senators are for the region.
The reason I bring that up to you is that so many times when I've interviewed business people and met a tremendous amount, one common denominator that I hear, it's very difficult to do business in this state. And I would think that your organization could maybe cut a lot of that red tape, or help guide them through those rough storms, trying to find out what they need to do, the permitting, the procedures.
Mm-hmm. And it's tough too, because a lot of the you have state permits and procedures, but then you also have local town ones too.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times we're telling our businesses, you really need to start at home. What goes on in the community of where you're based, and then you've got to look beyond that to say, okay, if I have to be registered here, what do I need to be registered at the state level? If they're small businesses and they're doing business as a DBA, a lot of times they just have to be registered in their local town or city. But if they're looking more at a corporate scenario, they've got to be registered at the state level, and a lot of times they need to register at the federal level too for their federal ID numbers.
I got a funny story about a local town for you. I'm going to leave the local town out, though.
Can I guess which one it is?
You can, but I